Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and today I'm here to do a 5 Ways Wednesday for you, where I'm going to show you 5 ways to pack a Jujube Be Sporty. There have been a lot of people on the Pink Lady chat forums who have helped me kind of get an idea of how to pack this bag. I didn't ask your permission to say your name on camera, so I'm not going to say it, but to those of you who helped me, you know who you are, and thank you so much. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the first way that I packed the Be Sporty. This is the way that I've been packing it for my everyday use, and I've really loved it so far. All I keep in here is a power bank with a cable attached to it. And what I like to do, and I've shown this in other videos, is I like to be able to keep this in the mommy pocket, and then I can just uncoil the cord and actually charge my phone from inside my bag, which is great. And then I also keep in here a small Be Organized piece packed as a medical kit. And I've shown you this in several other videos, but there's what's inside. Just lots of things that I find myself grabbing for my 10-month-old son. Going around the outside of the bag, I decided to attach a Monarch Passy Pod on here, and it looks pretty great with the print, I think. Black Magic looks really good too, but I just wanted something a little less busy. So in here, of course, I have my son's pacifiers. I wanted to do a little test to see what size mugs could fit inside of the Be Sporty, and I was really pleasantly surprised to see that a Starbucks coffee mug will actually fit in there. There's been some disappointment. I've heard that some of the Swell bottles don't fit in the Be Sporty bottle pockets, but this one from Starbucks fits perfectly in there. It's a little bit of work to get it zipped over the top of the mug, but once it's in there, it fits really well, and it does zip. In the other bottle pocket, I have my son's sippy cup, and I was pretty excited to see that that fits in there as well, because I just had it in my head that a tall sippy cup would not fit in there, but it totally does, and it zips very easily. Alright, on to the inside of the bag. Sitting right on top, here's what it looks like on top. I've got it very full. Sitting right on top, I have a medium Be Organized piece that's packed with toys for my son. And again, I won't go into everything that's in here because this video will get super long. But these are just toys that my son usually likes to have while we're out and about. So since they're sitting on top like that, I can grab for them really quickly. Next, I have 2 Be Quicks that are sitting side by side here in the bag. The first one is in the Black Magic print. And I have this packed as a little grab and go clutch for me. Sometimes I just find myself not wanting to carry the entire Be Sporty, so it's nice to have a little bag like this packed up in there that I can just grab out and have everything that I will need if I don't need the entire diaper bag. So in here I've got my Black Magic Be Spendy. I have a cheap pair of sunglasses, some wipes. People have been getting sick around here lately, so I've been wiping my hands a whole lot. And then I just have some gum and my phone, of course. It's amazing how much will fit inside of a Be Quick. And then I have a pen, because I just always find myself needing one of those, and my lipstick. So all of this is kind of just tossed in there so that I can grab this and go whenever I want to be without my entire diaper bag. Next, on the inside, I have another Quick in the Super Toki print, and this I have packed with everything for feeding my son. So I have snacks, a little thing of apple juice, some wipes again, a little placemat for him, and another little snack thing in here as well. So this I just grab out of there if we go to a restaurant or anything like that, and we're good to go. Then down on the very, very bottom of the Be Sporty, I have a large Be Organized packed with diapering needs. And I've already shown you how I pack this in other videos, so for the sake of time I'm not going to go into all that. But one thing that I did want to mention is that I put the changing pad in here instead of leaving it in the back of the Be Sporty, because since this is such a thin little pad, it just fits really great in the large Be Organized, and this way I really can just take this out of my bag and it's got the change pad in it, and if I need to run into the bathroom with my son, I can have this and not have to bring the entire Be Sporty. I wanted to show you that I have not utilized the mesh pockets in here. I really tried hard to pack the mesh pockets, but I don't tend to use them. They're a little bit too floppy for my liking. They kind of stick out. So I saw in the Pink Lady chat that some people are just pinning these to the side, and I think I'm gonna do that to just get them out of the way. As I was looking at the Be Sporty, I wondered if there was a way to pack it with a fuel cell. So I gave that a try just now with the camera turned off because I thought it was gonna be a hot mess. And it turns out, yes, you can pack a fuel cell in here, but what I would recommend is that you don't put anything in your bottle pockets, because these pockets do kind of like take up space on the inside of the bag. So really you can only fit a lot in here if these pockets are empty. Now I don't have bottles in here because that's what would take up so much room, but I can still get a full hand in there. So even though I probably couldn't fit a bottle, I could still fit things like my charging cable and my power bank in there. Now, this is not the prettiest way of packing. It does look pretty snug in there, but I was actually able to fit a lot, and I was really, really surprised. So what I have in here is kind of tucked in the very front, in front of the fuel cell. I have a very thinly packed large set piece, and this is what I stuffed some of my son's toys in. I wasn't able to fit all of the toys that were in the medium Be Organized piece that I showed you in the last video, because this needed to be really thin to fit in here. But I was able to get it packed with a few things and stuffed down in there. I kind of had to do it upside down. All his toys are making noise, but it does fit down in there. Off to the side of the fuel cell, let's see if I can let you see that. I have a medium set piece, and this is where I put my son's medical needs. Then, of course, I have the fuel cell, and in here I have packed things for eating, like if we were going out on a picnic or something. So I have a bottle, a sippy cup, snacks, a placemat, kind of everything that was in that quick that I showed you in the last video. And then down here on the bottom, I have a flat ice cube tray that's kind of keeping everything cold. And then down in the very bottom, I have that large Be Organized piece with the diapering stuff in it. So that was actually a lot to be able to fit in there. I was really, really surprised that I could fit a large Be Organized, a fuel cell, a medium set piece, and a large set piece all inside of that Be Sporty. Oh, and on the inside, all I have in there is just my phone and my wallet. So a Be Spendy can fit in that front pocket of the Be Sporty. One of the biggest criticisms that I see about the Be Sporty is that people say that they love the look of the bag, but they don't like the fact that it packs vertically. And I can totally agree with you there. As someone who tends to prefer the BFF or even the Be Prepared, I have a hard time packing this because you have to pack things one on top of each other. So I wondered if there was a way to not pack this vertically and still have it work out well. What I decided to do was put a diaper bag insert in here. I'm gonna go ahead and say up front, this is probably a no from me. I'm just not a fan of how this turned out. But what I do like about this is that you can pack a lot of stuff in here, and it's not vertical, meaning you don't have to yank a bunch of things out of the Be Sporty to get to what you need if it's down on the bottom. So, sitting right on top, I have my son's zippity zip. Sometime if I know we're gonna be out for a long time and he might fall asleep in his stroller, I take this with me because it's just easier to get him to sleep if he has his zippity zip. And then on the inside of the bag, I have a Lily Jade insert. Now, I will tell you, if you're gonna use an insert that's this size, it's a pretty big insert. You need to put it in the Be Sporty first and then pack up all of the little compartments. If you try to pack this outside of the Be Sporty, you're going to overestimate how much space you have and you're not going to be able to get the insert in there. So as you can see, this is packed pretty tight. So it's definitely not a really easy grab out of there. But I think you'll see in a minute just how much stuff I'm able to fit in there. And with the diaper bag insert in there, I was also able to use some of these mesh pockets on the side. So this is what it looks like all packed up, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the insert out so that you can see a little bit better what I have in there. Okay, so here is how I have the insert packed. As you can see, I have not utilized all of the compartments, and that's because if I had, this would never fit back into the Be Sporty. So what I have in here is only the amount of things that I was able to get packed in this insert after it was inside the Sporty. But I was able to fit 2 medium set pieces over on the side here. So, like I said, I don't really pack enough stuff in a diaper bag to actually fill all of these, but I just want to show you that these do fit in here. These are empty, but you can see that I still have a whole lot of space in here where I could really fill this up, and it would still fit inside of that insert. Going around the outside, I have my Be Spendy sitting in an outside compartment, which is great because from inside the Be Sporty, I can just yank this out really quickly. In another little compartment, I just have my gum. I have my small Be Organized piece, again packed as my medical kit. And then on the inside of the insert, I just have one Be Quick. And as you can see, if this insert were inside of a Be Prepared or even in the Lily Jade that it came in, I would be able to fit maybe even another Be Quick in there. But since this kind of scrunches up once you get it inside the Be Sporty, one Be Quick was really about all that I could fit in there. And then all I used the mesh pockets for in the back was I have a little pack of meat cheeks for my son and a small set piece. And like I said earlier, I don't usually like using the mesh because, I don't know if you can see, but it kind of flops down like that. But when I have the insert in there, it actually holds the mesh up pretty nicely and forms a very nice little compartment for putting things like small set pieces and meat cheeks. Here's another way to pack the Be Sporty without having to stack things on top of each other. And I really kind of like this approach. I didn't think I was going to like it when I started, but it turned out pretty well. I decided to pack this one without using any Be Organized pieces because I know that's kind of a new piece and maybe not everyone has had a chance to add that to their collection. So this is packed only with quicks and set pieces. And what I've tried to do, you can see there's still a lot more room in this Sporty, but I decided to not utilize all the space and instead show you how you can pack this so that everything is easily grabbable inside the bag and you're not having to yank one thing out to get to the next thing. So the way that I have this packed is I've actually used the mesh sides this time and it worked out pretty well. Once again, the best way to utilize the mesh on the sides is if you have stuff packed in the middle to kind of keep the mesh pushed to the side instead of collapsing in. So the one thing that I have on the middle part of the bag, so not inside of any mesh, is a Be Quick. And this I have packed for diapering needs. So this has everything in it that the large Be Organized piece had that I showed you before. It's got diapers, a wet bag, my booty pod, and the change pad that goes with the Be Sporty. And all of that is right there in the bottom that I can grab out very easily by the handle. Now the Be Sporty has 2 different kinds of mesh pockets. One is a big long mesh pocket that goes all the way across. And on the other side, the side of the front of the Sporty, there are actually 2 small compartments. So what I've done is in the large mesh pocket on the back side of the Sporty, I have packed a Be Quick. That's not gonna sit up now. And this is packed exactly like I showed you before with eating needs for my son. Now over here in the 2 front mesh pockets, I have 2 medium set pieces. Now, one thing that I'm going to say that I'm a little bit disappointed about is that when I saw that there were 2 mesh pockets in the front, I figured that those would have been the perfect size for medium set pieces because they kind of looked like they were. But the fact is, it is a lot of work to get a medium set piece in those mesh pieces once they're all packed. So, you know, I would suggest if you're going to pack it this way that you put stuff in these medium set pieces that you're not going to be grabbing for a lot of the time. Maybe they're just things that you need in there for like a rare occasion and you want to make sure you have them, but it's not an essential thing like your diapering quick that you're going to be grabbing for a lot. So the first medium set piece that I have, and look, you can see I'm having to really work to get it out. The first medium set piece that I have in here has got medical needs in it, and the second one is packed as kind of a freshen up bag for me. Sometimes I like to pack one of these if I'm going to be out all day. And in here I just have some lotion, deodorant, hairspray, a brush, some blush, and a little mirror over here. So I don't often find myself getting into a bag like this, but it's one of those things that it's nice to have with me, and I don't really mind if it's a little bit hard to get it out of that mesh pocket. While I have this out, I just want to take a second to show you. Look at how cute Black Diamond looks with this print. I just think that is absolutely precious, and I didn't really notice it until just now. So this is definitely a print that I will be pairing with Super Toki for sure. Alright, the last way I'm going to show you to pack the Be Sporty is actually my favorite way to use it right now, and that is as a work bag. As you know, I work from home, so I'm often working here in the house, but I do like to pack up and go to a coffee shop or a shared workspace whenever I have someone to watch my son, so I like to have a bag that packs up really nicely when I decide to do that. I like to keep in the front pocket here my cell phone, just because it's really fast to access. If I end up having to take a conference call or something, I can just whip that out. This is an iPhone 6 Plus and it fits perfectly inside there. Inside the mommy pocket, I keep my Be Spendy, which I've already shown you. And then I like to keep a small set piece in this little mesh pocket in the front here with my business cards in it. It seems like no matter where I go with one of these Jujube bags, I'm always getting stopped by people asking me where I got it from. So I like to have a business card in there to tell them, hey, I have an online boutique and I sell these, so I can pass those out and get to them really quickly. In this bottle pocket over here, I actually have put the charger to my laptop. I like to be able to whip that out of there really fast when I need it. And while I'm over here, I'll show you what I've put in my Passy Pod. I have just a little tube of lipstick for doing touch-ups and my earbuds. In the other bottle pocket on the side here, I have my 9-ounce Swell bottle, just in case I need to pack up my coffee and take it with me. All right, on to the inside. Here's how it looks all packed up. It's a little hard to see, but it'll become clear as I take stuff out. Here is my MacBook Air. Fits perfectly in there. If you're curious, a Megatech does not fit inside the Be Sporty, but this kind of smaller case that I probably got from Target or something fits perfectly. In the two front mesh pockets, in one of them I have the extension cord that goes with my computer charger. That way if I'm at Starbucks and I find myself in one of those seats that's not very close to an outlet, I have my extension cord. I have a medium set piece, and again, this is another print that I think looks super, super cute with Super Toki. And in here, I just have pens and scissors. Looks like I have a hot shoe cover in there as well. This is my favorite kind of pen, the Sharpie permanent marker, so I just keep a box in there with me because I'm always losing pens, so better to be prepared. And then lastly, the only two remaining things that I have in here are tucked away in the large mesh pocket. And in there, I have my Erin Condren notebook. I'm actually getting ready to do a video where I show kind of how I have this laid out. I finally kind of found a system of organization that works for me, so I'm going to be showing how I have done this at another time. And then of course I have my Erin Condren life planner as well. Alright everyone, so that was 5 ways to pack a Jujube Be Sporty. I hope you liked this video. This was kind of an adventure for me to figure out how to pack this bag. And I'm really glad I did it because now I see that there actually are a lot of ways to pack it. You just have to be a little bit creative. Now, I have a kind of exciting announcement. I'm not going to be seeing you next week at 5 Ways Wednesday because I'm having a special guest host of my 5 Ways Wednesday segment. Next week, XO Livy is going to be doing 5 ways to pack a Be Right Back, And she's going to be doing that on her channel, which is XOLivy, and I'm going to be putting a link to it at the end of this video. So go ahead, click her little link right here so that you make sure you don't miss 5 Ways Wednesday next week. Thanks guys, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.